Good morning, children. Today, let's begin with fractions. Now, what is a fraction? A fraction is a part of something, or we say a piece of something that has been divided into equal parts. That is called as a fraction. For example, if this is a cake, this is one full cake, okay? Now, if I divide it into 4 parts, how many parts have I divided into? 4 parts. The whole cake is divided into 4 parts. Out of this 4 parts, you are eating 1 part. What did you do? You ate 1 part out of 4 parts. This that I have written this sentence, that you ate 1 part out of 4 parts, if this we were to write it using numbers, using some symbols, we will write it as 1 upon 4. That is exactly this part that you have eaten. And when we write in this type of an arrangement with one number written on top, one number written down, and we draw this line in the middle, this is called as a fraction. It is a part. This is a part of something or a piece of something that is divided into equal parts. And this is what we are going to do today, fraction, because we cannot always keep on writing in words. So, a fraction has got 2 parts. A part that we write up and a part that we write down. Again, suppose this is 2 upon 5. We read it as 2 upon 5. Now you can see there is this line drawn in the middle. This line is called as the fraction bar. Okay, what is this called as? Fraction bar. And the number that we write on top above the fraction bar is called as the numerator. Look at the spelling carefully. Numerator. And the number that we write below the fraction bar is called as a denominator. Numerator, denominator. Fraction bar is just this line that is there. You just have to remember that it is called as a fraction bar. And for all our practical purposes, what we need to remember are just these two terms, numerator and denominator. For example, if I have 4 upon 8, it means 4 is the numerator, 8 is the denominator. In the same way, if you can take any figure, if this suppose is, children, my lines may not be exactly accurate because I am not using a ruler, it's just freehand. I have this bar of chocolate. You know, you get these Cadbury chocolates and you have those divisions made in it. Now, this is a bar of chocolate which has got how many pieces? You can see how many pieces are there. There are 8 pieces. How many pieces? 8. Out of these 8 pieces, you have eaten how many pieces? 3 pieces. So, you have eaten 3 out of 8 pieces, right? When we write it in the form of a fraction, we will write it as 3 upon 8. Okay? And when you write it in the notebooks, these are your single line notebooks. These are your single line notebooks where you have all these lines over here. Just write it this way. 3, draw this line just using your pencil, no using blue markers, upon 8. This is it. Okay? In the same way, if I were to give you a figure, this is another figure, okay, and I have divided it into 3 equal parts. Now I ask you which part is shaded. So very easy for you to see which part is shaded. First of all, you have to find out how many total parts the figure is divided into. It is divided into 3 parts. So, the bigger number comes down, 3 parts. Out of that, how many parts are shaded? 1 part is shaded. So, we say 1 upon 3 is the shaded part. Now, if 1 upon 3 is the shaded part, which is the unshaded part? How many? 2. So, 2 upon 3 is the unshaded part. Okay. So, in this way, you can be given any figure and you just have to name how many parts are shaded, how many parts are unshaded, and write a fraction for it. For example, these are sweets. These are sweets. Out of these, how many are shaded? Write the fraction for the shaded part. So 3 upon 4. They can be a collection of objects also. Now, if I were to give you a figure that looks somewhat this way, from both the sides, it's exactly the same. And I ask you, children, shade 1 upon 2 of this. So what do you have to do? You will take your crayon and you will shade it nicely. Using very light hand, just color the whole thing. And after you finish coloring the whole thing, write in front of it the fraction 1 upon 2. Okay? This is regarding the figures that you have, where you have to find out the fraction for the shaded part, find out the fraction for the unshaded part. In the same way, children, you will also be given work in which, suppose I tell you, write a fraction in which the denominator is 5 and numerator is 2. Now see, I have written denominator above and numerator down only in words, but when you write it in your notebook, you should know that the denominator always comes down. So first of all, when you write a fraction, draw the fraction bar, denominator, D for denominator, D for down. So remember, denominator always comes down. So 5 will come over here and 2 will come over here. Simple. In the same way, I can tell you, numerator is 11, denominator is 15. This is very easy to write. So, what will be your answer? 11 upon 15. Now, I can also tell you, numerator is 3 and denominator is, now pay attention, denominator is 2 more than 3. So, first of all, fraction bar, what is given to you? Numerator. How much? 3. How much is the denominator? 2 more than 3. So, 3 plus 2, that is 5. Got it? Same sum. Numerator is 9. Denominator is, now I will not give you the number. I will just tell you denominator is 3 more than the numerator. Again, numerator is 9. Denominator is 3 more than numerator. So 9 plus 3, 12. Same way. Something different now. Denominator is 12. Numerator is 5 less than the denominator. Okay. Now, first of all, when you write the fraction, again, fraction bar. What is given to you? Denominator. How much? 12. How much is the numerator? 5 less than the denominator. So, 12 minus 5, 7. Got it? This is the way you can write different types of numeric fractions, different type of fraction, children. Sorry, when you have the numerator given, when you have the denominator given, or you have some hint given. Now, another thing that we need to know is, how do we read these fractions and how do we write the fractions from the name given? For example, you have this fraction 2 upon 3. To say, we just say 2 upon 3, but when we write this fraction in words, we have to write the fraction in words, we then call them as fractional numbers. fractional numbers, children, is nothing but writing the fraction in words. Now remember, there is a rule for writing these fractional numbers. When we write these fractional numbers, we will not say write as 2 upon 3. How do we write it as? The fractional number will become, I'll explain, 2. This is a hyphen. This is not a bar. This is a hyphen of English language. 2, and denominator we will not write 3. Denominator we write as thirds. Mathematics has 2 sets of numbers. We call them as the cardinal numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and ordinal numbers, that means in which order, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and so on. When we write the fractional numbers, the numerator we have to write cardinal number, and for the denominator we have to write the ordinal numbers. Again, 4 upon 5. This is the fraction given. Now when you write it in fractional numbers, this will become, okay, let's not write it. This will become 4 simply. This is very important. The hyphen is written in the middle. And for 5, we will not write 5. We will write fifths. And we always write S. F-I-F-T-H-S. S is always written. So it becomes 4 fifths. But we leave out the S when the denominator is 1. Now if it is 1 upon 6, this will just come as 1/6. Then we will not write 1/6. We will write as 1/6. If it is 1 upon 10, we will write this as 1-10th. Okay. So these are the fractional numbers. That means nothing but writing them in words. This is your answer. We have not used numbers anywhere, only in words. Now there are 2-3 spellings, children, that we need to pay attention to. For example, otherwise it is just 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. You just keep on adding S to it. Suppose it is 2 upon 9. Okay, the spelling is 2. Spelling of 9 is N-I-N-E. But in this, when we write it in the fractional form, ordinal number becomes 2/9. 9 is a special number which takes a special ordinal called as nines. In the same way, when you have 12 as the denominator, this will become 5/12ths. Look at the spelling. T-W-E-L-F-T-H-S. These are 2 special cases. Again, there are some specials, like when we have 1 upon 2. There is no need for us to write 1 seconds or something. This has got a special name. We call this as 1/2. Okay. For if we have 1 upon 3, we can easily call this as 1/3. Third remains the same. So this is, children, about your fractional numbers. Now in the same way, when you have to write fractions, when the fractional number is given to you, again very easy, the opposite way around. Suppose it is 3/10ths. This is the fractional number given. You have to write the fraction for it. What will be the fraction? 3 upon 10. Very easy. If it is 5/7, so what will be the fractional number? 5 upon 7. So this is what, children, you are going to do today. Shading some parts, drawing some things in your notebook, and writing the fractional numbers, writing the fraction or whatever is given to you, finding out the shaded part, finding out the unshaded part. So this was just the introduction to your fractions today, children. So just go through it nicely. Try to understand. It's very easy. Pay special attention to the spelling of numerator, spelling of denominator, spelling of ninths, spelling of 12ths. And as we move ahead, we shall of course keep on revising all that we have done today also. That's all today, children, in the introduction to fractions. So we'll stop here today. Have a good day.